Story time with Mr. Julio. Knock, knock. Who is on a story to read? Knock, knock. Who is on a story to read? And today we have the number one from Little Miss Bossy. Let's check what's happened here. On Monday, Little Miss Bossy went for a walk. She met Mr. Nosy. "Where are you going?" he asked. "Mind your own business," she retorted. Ho, ho, ho. Mr. Bossy. On Tuesday, she met Mr. Noisy. He was singing, "Oh, Madonna mia." Noisily, of course, "Madonna mia." Very, very noisy. "Shut up!" she told him. And poor Mr. Noisy. On Wednesday, she met Mr. Happy. He was smiling as usual. "Take that silly smile off your face," she said. As you can imagine, Little Miss Bossy was not very popular, to say the least. Mr. Happy. Now, little did Little Miss Bossy realize, but somebody had seen her bossing Mr. Nosy about, and that somebody had seen her bossing Mr. Nosy about, and that same somebody had seen her bossing Mr. Happy about. The wizard, whose name incidentally was Wilfred, went home thinking something really ought to be done about Little Miss Bossy, he thought to himself as he walked alone. The wizard. When he arrived home, he went straight to his library and took down a large red book from a bookshelf. It was rather dusty as it hadn't been read for some time. "Let's see now," he said to himself as he settled into an armchair. He turned to page 304. On the top of the page it said, "How to stop people being bossy." Wilfred, the wizard, read the page very carefully, shut the book, put it back on the bookshelf, and grinned. A particularly wizard sort of a grin. Yeah, let's see what happened. The day after, which was Thursday, Little Miss Bossy met somebody who was fast asleep as usual, Mr. Lazy. "Wake up," she said bossily, and prodded him in the tummy. "Ouch!" protested Mr. Lazy. But behind Miss Bossy, Wilfred, the wizard, who had been following her, said something too, under his breath. A wizardy word he'd learned from page 304. And do you know what happened? You wanna know it? Suddenly, as if by magic, which is true, there appeared to Little Miss Bossy's feet a pair of boots. 1 minute they were not there. The next minute they were. Little Miss Bossy looked down in alarm. They were my boots, and being my boots, they could speak to each other. "Hello, left. Hello, right. Ready when you are, right." And off they set. Oh my God. Quite interesting now. Left, right, left, right, faster and faster. marching poor little Miss Bossy alone. Little Miss Bossy couldn't do a thing about it. Mr. Lacy was much amused. Well done, Wilfred, he chuckled. Wilfred, wink, a wizard wink. Yo. Those boosts marched little Miss Bossy for 5 miles. She was shouted, "Ready left, ready, attention!" And they came to a halt. Little Miss Bossy was quite out of breath. She tried to take off her boots, but it was impossible. Along came Wilfred. "Those," said Wilfred, pointing to the boots, "are only for people who are too bossy. Make them go away at once," cried little Miss Bossy, stamping her foot. Well, at least she tried to stamp her foot, but the boot wouldn't. "We're out of stamps," chuckled Right. "Let Giglet." "You will do as I say," shouted little Miss Bossy. "Ready when you are, right away, quick march!" And off they set again, left, right for 10 miles. And they stopped again, and along came Wilfred. "Make these stupid boots go away," shouted little Miss Bossy. "Only if you say them I'd work," replied Wilfred. Little Miss Bossy thought, I'm thought, I'm thought again. "Please," she said. "That's better," smiled Wilfred, and he said the wizardy word again under his breath from page 304. The boots disappeared as if by magic. "Now then," said Wilfred sternly, wagging his finger, "stop being bossy, or you know what will happen." Little Miss Bossy nodded miserably. "Very well," smiled Wilfred, and went. And do you know something? You know it? From then on until now, little Miss Bossy was a changed person. Not bossy at all. And you know why, don't you? You know what she afraid of? You know what she was afraid of? The bossy boots! Bye-bye, my friends. See you next time in Storytime with Mr. Julio.